welcome to Lauren Reed Color. Thanks very much for joining me for today's video. It's the end of the month, which of course means that it is time for the completed pages of May 2026. So I'm going to show you the pages that I finished, as well as a couple of whips that I have already started for the month of June. So let's start by first going over my stats for the month. All right, so in my coloring journal, I keep track of the pages that I complete, as well as buddies and prompts and all of those other cool things. And here are my stats for the month of May. I completed 9 pages, of which 2 were individual buddy colors and 2 were group buddies. Of these pages, 7 were single pages and 2 were double page spreads, of which I am very proud. 7 were books that I had colored in before, and 2 were untouched books. I participated in 18 prompts. I was inspired by 2 tutorials. I had 9 whips at the beginning of the month, and now I have 7 whips. My coloring book collection remains unchanged, as I did not purchase any books this month. I got some lovely new followers on Instagram. Thank you everyone who followed. And I got some lovely new subscribers on YouTube as well. I hope that you are enjoying the channel. I have some stats that I just, keep track of for myself, such as my engagement rate, my views on YouTube, my watch time on YouTube, and the number of videos I uploaded, which is 9. So yeah, those are my stats for the month of May, and now we're going to move on to the pages. I think I will start off with the whips, and then I will move on to the pages that are actually completed. So let's do that now. My first whip is in Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford, and the page that I actually started it towards the end of May. Because it's a double page spread. So the page that I'm working on is this page, which I'm calling Down the Rabbit Hole. This is a buddy color with the lovely Christine from Sync Colors. And I completely changed my mind about what I was going to do with this page. I started off thinking that I would do a galaxy background and have the galaxy sort of flow into the rabbit maze. But when I actually started coloring, I went in a completely different direction. I went onto Pinterest and found a gorgeous inspiration image, which is over here. And I'm going to put the elements from this inspiration image into the page. I've already started that by doing the sky. I still want to darken up the corners on this side and a little bit, get the gradient a little bit darker as well, so that I can really get this section to shine. And after that, I'm going to make the underground section beigey brown, and I'm going to have the maze have a light source here at the top. So it's going to be a gradient, light into dark, and then light again, because we have light sources over here. So those are my plans for this page, and I'm looking forward to continuing it. And that is in Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford. Staying with Johanna Basford, I have a whip in Rooms of Wonder. The page that I'm working on is this inside cover with the keys, which I am making rustic keys. This is a page that I am coloring whenever the mood strikes me. I've decided that this book is really, really detailed, and I don't think that I can actually sit for an entire session or 2 and color a whole page. It's just too much and too overwhelming. So instead, I'm going to be using this as a long-term whip book. I will start one page, I will work through it slowly, finish it, and then move on to another one and do the same thing. This is going to be my whip book, Rooms of Wonder. One final whip is in Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle, and this is a buddy color with Tiku from Tiku's Coloring Corner. And the page we're doing together is this Forest Pond page. As you can see, I have started. I'm going to be coloring in the water first. I'm not yet sure what I'm going to be doing with the background. I've seen quite a lot of versions of this page that have sort of framed the background, and I don't really want to do that. I'm thinking of having some sort of gradient just feathering out from the page itself, from the image itself, rather than doing some sort of actual distinct frame. But in the meantime, I have started and I am using polychromos pencils for everything on this page. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to completing this page. It's one of my favorites in this book, and Tiku and I will be chatting along as we, progress with it. So yeah, that is my page in Twilight Garden. Onto the completed pages, and let's begin with the one that I color every month at the beginning of the month in my coloring planner. So the one that I completed for May is this one, and these are vignettes that I purchased from Agotapop on Etsy. I printed them out on sticker paper and stuck them into my planner, and then I color them using Castle Arts pencils. This is a really great warm-up exercise at the beginning of every month before I move on to more detailed and larger pages. This one is actually inspired by a version of a different page that Agotapop herself colored and put on her Instagram page. So I took her color scheme and I applied it to this page, and I'm really pleased with the end result. These cute little vignettes are really a lovely way to begin the month, and I'm enjoying doing that immensely. So that is my page in my coloring planner. I also have one PDF page. This is from R.J. Hampson's Steampunk Revival. I purchased the page, I actually purchased the entire book from his website. He had, during the month of May, a 20% discount because they had launched their new website. So I took advantage and I purchased it. I love R.J.'s work. It's absolutely wonderful, but I really do not enjoy coloring on the Amazon paper. So the fact that there are PDFs to purchase is really great. So I colored this for the collaboration hosted by Wendy at Jazzy Doodle Designs. For this collaboration, everyone could just choose any R.J. Hampson page that they wanted and color it. So I chose this one because I love steampunk. I was also inspired, as I said earlier, by a tutorial. This one was by Coloring with Elena. So basically, I took her color scheme, more or less, and just rearranged it differently on the page. I really enjoy having tutorials on in the background, and sometimes I follow them, sometimes I'm just inspired by them. But I think, if I remember correctly, she used Prismacolors for hers, but I used Polychromos, and I also did some basing. So I based some of the elements with alcohol marker, and other elements were based with watercolor markers, where I scribbled the marker onto a palette, lifted it up with the water brush and put it down. I did that for the leaves and for the clothing, and then I shaded with the Polychromos pencils. Yeah, so I really enjoyed coloring this page for Wendy's collaboration, and think that the end result is beautiful. I will definitely be coloring more pages in this book. So that is my R.J. Hampson page for the month of May. The first actual coloring book that I colored in May is Lunar by Lydia Fenwick. This is one of my absolute favorite books in my collection. I really love the images, and Lydia is a wonderful artist. So this was a buddy color with Kate from Kate's Coloring Haven, and the page we did together is this cute little dragon. I called it the firework dragon. Let me just show you here on the side Kate's beautiful version. The gold background really makes everything shine, and I love what she did with it. She was inspired by the dragon from Mulan. I think his name is Mushu, and he's just adorable. But I was inspired by a completely different source, and I went onto Pinterest and found this inspiration image. So I decided that I wanted to have a blue and gold dragon and try to sort of implement the colors and placement of the colors from the dragon in the inspiration image onto my image. I based this with watercolor pencils, and then I shaded it with Castle Arts pencils, and it was a really quick and fun process, and I enjoyed sharing process comments on Instagram with Kate. We had a really good time together, and I look forward to buddying with her again. So that is my page in Lunar by Lydia Fenwick. Next is a page in Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosannes. I'm in a group on Instagram where we are coloring this book together. The group is a little bit ahead of me. I'm a really slow colorist, so they have, I think, managed to color 3 pages that I have not yet managed to color, but I did manage to color the page that was selected for February and March, and that is the, Kitsune page. So this is what it looks like. I'm really, really proud of this. This was a labor of love. So what did I do? I put down base layers of Inktense in the background, and then I put base layers of Neocolor 2 on the Kitsune's tail, and then I shaded everything with polychromos pencils. That combination of the Inktense and the Neocolors and the polychromos really worked well, and this page got me through a really difficult time. If you've been following the channel, you know that we lost my beloved Jack Russell Toby at the end of April, so coloring this page really got me through that really difficult time, and it's one of the reasons I love coloring so much. It's so relaxing, and it allows me to just, disconnect my brain. Anyway, so this is the page that I completed in May, and I will be doing the page that has been chosen for June and July, which is the basilisk. So I will manage to do another page with the group. That is my page in Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosannes. My other double page spread is in Daydreams by Hannah Carlson, and the page that I did is this one. So one second. So first of all, I colored this for a new group that is on Instagram dedicated to coloring Hannah Carlson pages. And I also colored this as a buddy color with Ellie from Ellie Colors and Designs. Let me just put Ellie's page over on top of this one so that you can see the magnificence of her work. She is the most amazing artist. I love what she did with the face and the white tentacles of this octopus lady, and she just did an amazing job. I'm in awe. So let's move on to talking about my version. I decided to use a card from Sarah Renee Clark's Color Cube, and this is the one that I chose. And so I put down all of these colors on the page. I based with Art Grip Aquarelle watercolor pencils, and then I shaded with different brands of pencils. So her face is her face is Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. Her hair is Derwent Pro Color pencils, and everything else is also Luminance. So I'm really pleased with the end result. If I remember correctly, the background is Neocolor 2s and then Luminance on top. So I wanted to simulate moving water, and I added in the bubbles as well. And I'm really happy with the end result. I think she came out beautifully, and I'm really pleased to have done another page in this book because it is my project book. So I will also be doing another page in it in June. So that's Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. My other buddy is in Mythographic Dragonspell by Joseph Katzenbang. I'm in a group on Instagram where we are coloring this book together. And the page that was chosen for May is this Dragon Eye page. This is the 13th page that I've colored in this book because there is one page that I colored before I joined the group. And so we are making really good progress. Anyway, I called this page Dragon Eye because it looks like a dragon eye, and I began coloring it on the Unpopular Opinions video. So if you want to see how I started shading the scales, it is in that video. And after that, I went and I shaded everything else. But before I did any shading, I put down a layer of alcohol marker and then used Castle Arts pencils with the occasional Monarch pencil on top. I do want to show you the image that I found on Pinterest for inspiration. And I think that I managed to get the color scheme, but not so much the highlights and shadows that are in an inspiration image, but I still love the way that my page came out. I enjoyed the process very much, and it went much more quickly than I expected. I think I colored this page over a total of 4 days, which is virtually unheard of for me because I'm a really slow colorist. Yeah, but I enjoyed the process very much, and I'm looking forward to June's page in this beautiful book. Next is a page in Fairy Celebrations by Klara Markova. I chose this page because I'm participating in the Wild Year of Color 2026 hashtag hosted by Jamie at Finding Joy in Color, and the prompt for May was a seahorse. So the page that I colored is this cute little seahorse and his pearl treasure. This is a page that actually repeats itself several times in the book, so I have opportunities to color it in several different ways. That'll be fun. So I decided to do this page because I had actually decided to color one of the larger images with the seahorse, but I ran out of time. So in order to complete a page, I went back to plan B and colored in the cute little seahorse. It is colored with Castle Arts pencils, and I used this inspiration for the color scheme, which I put in both the oyster and the seahorse. I did use one Prismacolor pencil, which is the Prismacolor Bronze, for the shading on the background of the seahorse and the shading on the oyster shell, because I wanted to get this kind of muted brownish gold color. Yeah, so it came out really beautifully, and I'm really happy with it. And that's another page done in Klara Markova's Fairy Celebrations. My next page is in Meine Reise durch Afrika by Rita Berman, and this is a page that I colored on my Saturday Snippets feature on the channel, so there is a color along, but you do have to watch something like 7 videos to get all of the elements. Anyway, the page that we colored is the crocodile on the sandbank, and I colored this using Pablo pencils, also for the Wild Year of Color 2026 hashtag, hosted by Jamie at Finding Joy in Color, and the prompt was a crocodile. I think this was the prompt for April, but I didn't manage to do it in April, and so I did it for May. Yeah, so as I said, I used Pablo pencils, and this was a really enjoyable process. I enjoyed coloring it very much, and I will be doing another page in this book in June, because the prompt for June is a hippopotamus, and there is a hippopotamus in this book. 1 second. Oh, there he is. He is so adorable. I'm really looking forward to coloring this one. I hope I have time. I have so many pages chosen, and I don't think I'm going to get to them all, but I really want to do this one as well. So many pages, so little time. Yeah, so that is Meine Reise durch Afrika by Rita Berman. And last but not least is my last page that I colored in May, which is in Country Kitchen Charm by Teresa Goodridge. I colored this for my own hashtag, which is the Creative Haven 26 hashtag. I love seeing everybody's pages, so keep them coming. And the page that I colored is this one, the page that I'm calling Cozy Nook. This was also a page that was inspired by a tutorial by Coloring with Elena. She did a completely different color scheme, but I enjoyed having her on in the background, yes, as I was coloring my version. Anyway, this is colored using Prismacolor pencils, and I went with the blue and pink and yellow color scheme, and lots of different combinations for the wood. So we've got one combination for the wood on the benches, the ceiling and the floor, and a completely different color combination for the chair, the table, the frame. And I used a color combination that was similar to the frame, to the legs of the table, but without the dark umber on the fireplace, because I wanted it all to sort of look cohesive. Yeah, and then I colored my cute little cat. This I used Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils because I don't really like using Prismacolors for fur. I don't think that they are a good choice. They do not get to a fine point and it's really difficult to use them, but the Pablos are slightly harder than the Prismacolors. They do come to a nice point and they are better for fur. As I was going through this page, I really thought to myself that I don't enjoy using Prismacolor pencils. They are far too soft for my tastes. I like to layer, and Polychromos or Castle Arts or Luminance are better fit for me, I think. But I will still use my Prismacolors because I do like them, but they're not my favorite. Yeah. Anyway, so that was my last page for the month of May in Country Kitchen Charm by Teresa Goodridge. Thank you everyone for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful week and an excellent June, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.